Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. One of the most important goals of my YouTube channel is to make home cooking fun for you, so you will not look at it as a chore. I cook 7 days a week, and I look forward entering into the kitchen to cook each evening. And no matter how tired or exhausted I am, home cooking always gives me a lift. This is important for sustainable home cooking, knowing its role in maintaining both our physical as well as psychological health. Home cooking is the place each day you can exert your creativity and inventiveness, and your palate is the only judge. If it tastes good to you, then you have succeeded. This video is a good demonstration of how home cooking has provided me with a license to be creative. Because this evening, I have created a new salmon dish. I call it Teriyaki Pineapple Salmon Stir-Fry. I have never cooked this dish before, but it is not entirely new to me because I cook this dish according to a salmon stir-fry template. There are several reasons that I decided to cook this dish. First is that my hankering for a teriyaki salmon stir-fry. And secondly, I have some fresh pineapple that already cut up and ready in the refrigerator. The reason that I can cook this dish on the fly is because of my fast cooking system. And the word fast is the 4 attribute of the cooking system, that is flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. So let's go into the kitchen. I'm going to show you how I am going to cook this dish. And along the way, I would point out how the 4 different attributes of the fast cooking system allow me to cook this dish in less than 8 minutes. First, I would like to say a few things about the salmon because the quality of the salmon is absolutely essential for the success of this dish. Most of the time, I use fresh Atlantic salmon that has never been frozen. I usually check the expiration date at the back of the package that is dated at least 1 week after I have purchased them. I normally purchase a 1 pound portion, and after I bring them back from the supermarket, I divide them into half and cut them up into slices. Because I have developed a method to cook the salmon slices more efficiently as well as achieving a better result. All the ingredients that I want to use in this dish are already present in my advanced prepping. In addition to the pineapple that is already present in my advanced prepping, I'm also going to use some zucchini in my advanced prepping, which I would like to use them up. And for the advanced prepping this week, I have both portobello mushroom as well as white mushroom. I am going to use both of them in making this dish. I also have some bell pepper in my advanced prepping, both the green and the red version. And last but not the least, I'm also going to use some cherry tomatoes. I serve this dish with cooked rice, which I already have some in the refrigerator, and I warm them up in the microwave in about 2 minutes. I cook this dish in my Cuisinart 14-inch stainless steel wok, started with 2 tablespoons of canola oil. I really enjoy using this wok because it provides me with positive stir-frying experiences. In this video, I describe the criteria how you would select a wok that will work for you. Before I start the cooking session, I season the wok use my spot seasoning method, which is simply by heating up the oil in the highest setting of your burner until it starts to smoke gently. And then you turn down the heat and you let the oil to smoke for another 15 seconds. And this is the time when the wok is being seasoned. Once you've done that, you turn the heat back up to high and you are now ready to cook. If you'd like to learn more about this seasoning method, you can take a look at this video. I'm going to cook the salmon first. I use a method known as shallow frying. I place the salmon on the surface of the wok with the skin side down. This way allow me to fry the skin until it turns crispy and become charred. This will give great flavor to the skin of the salmon. Because the salmon has been cut into small pieces, they cook very rapidly as well as evenly, and usually takes only about 2 to 2.5 minutes for the skin to be properly charred and turn into a crispy texture. And because the salmon has been cut into small pieces so that I can easily check the progress with a pair of long-handled tongs. I used to cook the salmon in much bigger pieces, but this method is far more convenient and efficient, allow you to take care of each individual pieces separately. The heat penetrates much better into the small pieces, greatly accelerating the cooking progress. Here is about 8 ounces of salmon, and it turned out to be perfect for my wife and me. Like most people, I used to not like the skin of the salmon because they taste oily. However, by frying them this way, it displays the oil from the skin and make the skin taste crispy and delicious. The salmon do not stick to the wok at all, which means that the wok is well seasoned with a non-stick cooked surface. Now, if you find the salmon stick to the surface of the wok, means that the wok is not seasoned well enough, and all you have to do is extend the time when you let the oil to smoke gently. As I'm letting the salmon to cook the other side, I start to add vegetables to the wok. I start out with some zucchini. I place the zucchini in the open area of the wok, and during this process, the salmon is being cooked on the other side. And when I turn the salmon over, it is probably about 60 to 70% cooked. So finish cooking the remaining part of the salmon will only take a minute or so. And next, I'm going to add some mushroom. I'm going to start out with some white mushroom. This is followed by some portobello mushroom. I then add some bell pepper. I have both the green as well as the red kind. This is followed by some fresh pineapple. Now this dish has 5 different kinds of food ingredients, each one of them present in a small amount to create a proper balance for an interesting texture and flavor. In many ways, it is almost like a salad. In fact, my friend Jim called this a stir-fry salad. Most people do not stir-fry with multiple fruit and vegetable ingredients, and probably this is the reason that people do not like vegetable. People like salad is because of its diversity. And similarly with a cooked dish like this, the diversity of the vegetable makes the dish far more interesting and pleasing. For this dish to create a teriyaki flavor, I'm going to use a combination of 3 different sauces. I'm going to start out with about 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, and this is followed by 1 tablespoon of a store-bought teriyaki sauce made by a company called Fusion. And then I'm going to finish it off with 1 tablespoon of the Panda Express orange sauce. And the reason that I use these 3 different sauces because it will provide me with a balance of the flavor that I am looking for. The last but not the least ingredients I'm going to add is some cherry tomatoes. From the flavor standpoint, this is a complex dish. Not only the sauces contribute to the flavor of the dish, but the fruit ingredients also play a significant role, with the pineapple, the bell pepper, the mushroom, the zucchini, and the tomato all make a significant contribution to the dish. And after a final taste test, the dish is ready, and the total cook time of this dish is a little bit under 8 minutes. I cook this dish using a template. By understanding the way how each of the ingredients going to work together, I cook them in a sequential manner by adding them at a different time during the cooking process. This will allow me neither overcook or undercook each of those ingredients. And by cutting the salmon into smaller pieces, it allows me have much better control in terms of the doneness I want for each individual pieces, so that they cook far more evenly if I have to cook the whole piece. So as you can see with my fast cooking system, the advanced prepping minimizes the time I need to spend before I start to cook. With stir-frying, not only it provides me with the speed in cooking the dish, but it also provides me the flexibility in cooking different items in a sequential way. And with template-based cooking, I don't need to have a recipe to cook this dish. This makes cooking far more spontaneous and intuitive, as well as more fun. And with flavor chasing, it allows me to select the ingredients to create the flavor that I want, as well as to season the dish that will best match the ingredients in the dish. I post a video each day about my fast cooking system to make your home cooking practical, efficient, and fun, so it can be part of your daily routines. If you'd like to learn more about my fast cooking system, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.